Hi, honey. I think I'm in the mood for some pesto. I'm going to go out to the garden. It's a beautiful day outside. Look how gorgeous it is. The sun's shining. It's been raining the last couple of days. Don't even know if the basil survived. Let's find out.
The tomatoes survived.
Well, I can see the tomatoes poking up. Look at that. Clear from here. That's the yellow. Whoops, if I get it. That's the yellow tomato plant. Let's go see. We're getting ready to put a hammock underneath this pergola right here. I think that's a great little shady place for it. And we got another one for out in the back area there by the trees. The wisteria was so purple. I didn't know how long it was going to last. I blinked and it was green, but it was so beautiful. It's beautiful now, but it was gorgeous when it was hanging purple. So my little strawberry plants are coming in. And this one over here in the corner, I thought I killed it. That long stem there was part of a moringa plant, and I let it die. And then it started catching water again and is growing from the very, very, very bottom. So that's a moringa plant. Very beneficial health-wise. Strawberries are looking good. The basil, ooh, look at this. My long bean's growing. One of my long beans right here is growing. And here's the basil. Now this one is a purple basil here and here. And then this is a curly leaf basil. It's different than this regular Thai basil that's here. Now I've let it get too tall. It's got flowering here. What you want to do is you want to trim it wherever there's two leaves next to each other. So if you look down here, you'll see there's one or more leaves connected to each other. So we're going to cut it just right above there, and that'll create two more new plants. And we don't want it to get to this flowering stage, so I'm going to take that off, obviously. Same thing on this side here. We're going to go down here and find where there's two leaves or more growing next to each other. And we're going to trim it just above there, like right here. The marigold seedlings are popping up. Looking good. There's some more basil in there and thyme. It's too hot inside of the greenhouse right now. It was great for starting the seeds though. It's already this morning up to almost 100 degrees, but it is a lot cooler out here. Let's go look at the outside temperature. Yeah, see, it's only about 76 degrees right now. Beautiful. If it stayed like this year round, I'd be happy, but you can only get that in like Malibu. Do you see my little creature captured there on is dangling? It's like a little worm. Little worm. You can see it better up there. There you go. See the little worm dangling off the web there? So we've rinsed it really good. We're going to cut off those flower blooms. We're going to pull the leaves off. I actually held it right here and ran my fingers down and they slid right off onto the table. Easy enough. Okay, so this is super, super easy. We're going to use some of the organic, low-sodium vegetable broth. I'm going to use about a cup of it. Depends on how much basil you have and how much sauce you want. So we're going to do right about there. Okay. We're going to throw in our handful of basil. And because we are not going to be using oil or cream or any of the other things that is normally found in basil recipes or pine nuts, super high in fat, we are going to throw in, you've guessed it, potatoes cooked from yesterday. Already cooked and chilled. 3 cooked potatoes, and we're going to cream that up together. Of course, no recipe here at this house would be complete without some onion powder. And, of course, garlic powder. And if I had my nutritional yeast yet, I had to order some new Noochy. It is the best one. You can eat it right off the spoon. I don't have any of that right now, but we're just going to go with the garlic and onion right now. I'm going to throw it up on the blender with the lid. I don't think we'll need the pulser, but we always want to use the pulser in my book, just in case. I don't want to ever put too much strain on the motor, and I want this to be very creamy, so I don't want it to miss anything. So here we go. Is that gorgeous or what? Now this is already drained pasta, so it's already going to be warm. So when you add this nice creamy pesto, it will go on smoothly and warm up as it is. So you could heat it a little bit more on the stove if you wanted, but I think this will be fine. And there you have it, the ultimate in comfort food. Basil pesto, oil-free, nut-free, dairy-free. Goodness. I got a little extra on there because I love it. But that much pasta could have easily done with half a cup of broth easily, and maybe 1 or 2 of the potatoes. But nice and creamy. Cannot wait to dig in. Let's give it a try. Because we can. Woohoo! Look at that! Oh! Oh my tasty word!